Crap. We hear you. We're going to answer one thing at a time. Slow down. We hear your question.
If we're taking, like, there's Christianity, let's just say Christianity and Islam. Let's just take two for now. Fine. They're both people writing religions and making up, like, laws and then creating a quote unquote history, a story of things that took place, right? Now, they can't both be true. You're a Christian. You probably reject the teachings and the writings of Islam, right? So we're just rejecting both of these, and we're saying that if you want us to believe your one, then you're going to have to give us some sort of evidence. You can't just say, well, they wrote it down, so it's true, because then you'd believe Islam as well, right? So that's all we're asking for, is some reason to believe this.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Vatican's a pretty good proof, and I also think that the eyewitness testimony of Peter, who literally sacrificed his life in testimony of Jesus resurrecting, I think that that's pretty strong proof that why would someone why would someone that didn't believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ, why would they risk their entire life and get hung on a cross or get killed, do that, unless they believe truly that they thought that actually occurred?
I would think, like, I don't know if that actually happened. I think that is the claim. The Bible is the claim. So to use the Bible to prove the Bible is circular. But more so, it's like, if that did really happen, I think Peter believed it. I think that lots of people have believed incorrect things and gone to their death for it.
Listen, I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying, like, that's a pretty strong evidence as far as why.
Do you think the Hale-Bopp comet was full of aliens that were taking people to heaven? They risked their lives about that.
Yeah, so, like, the other question I would also ask is that if you disagree...
Hold on, before you move from that, I want to, like, make this point, like, really clear. When someone nowadays and throughout all time goes to the point of, like, actually giving up their life for what is, like, a small group of people or an individual claiming to be God, usually we look at them and go, this man was nuts. These people were insane people. Like, we look at them and go, I'm not going to listen to anything this guy has to say. Like, even if that guy gave you gardening advice, you'd be like, I don't know if I can trust his gardening advice. This guy, like, freaking killed himself over someone who said he was God. Like, this guy's nuts. And so I just think that that's also the case with Jesus. If they saw him and thought it was really going on, they were just nuts. We know they were nuts because they took their own lives, right? And that's what like crazy.
Because I think that the fact that he's proven as a historical figure proves that he existed, right?
So was David Koresh.
I'm just saying, though, that's actually proven that he's actually a real person, right?
Look,
whether you disagree with the miracles,
that's debatable, but the lie is the God part.
Then, right? They're not going to record, oh, yeah, Jesus was there, he resurrected, we have actual physical proof, right? You can't get that.
So there's no physical proof.
Right.
So I have to trust on faith. But here's the thing, Craps.
There's an eyewitness there, though, right? This is a historically proven figure, right? He's there. He risks his life because he believes in what happened, right? And then you're saying that, okay...
We don't know that that's true. We don't know that he did that.
You don't 100% know what's true.
So we don't know. But here's the thing. Okay, I've used this story a bunch, but... this was like 4 months ago when I was camping.
But there's no proof with the earth thing too, right? Like, you can pretend like you know.
Perhaps I'm in the middle of a sentence. You're being rude.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was camping. It was like 4 months ago, and I was walking through the forest in Northern California.
Yep.
And I was kind of like walking on a little hike, and I found like a small meadow that had a little campfire, and there was like eggs cooking in the campfire. And Bigfoot came up, like a Sasquatch came up, and I was like, oh, holy crap. And so we ate these eggs together, and we had a nice chat, and then I went about on my business. Now, this is an eyewitness account. Do you believe this story to be true?
No, because Sasquatch is not a proven historical figure like Jesus was.
Okay, well, that's not why.
You're talking about a mythical creature, which is
Sasquatch is real, but he doesn't speak English. The part that's the miracle is that he doesn't. I saw him, but he doesn't speak English.
So an eyewitness account, then, right?
Yeah. So what happens is the rest of this story, though, Craps, where someone's walking through the forest, finding a fire and seeing eggs, is a little bit weird, but there's nothing too unbelievable about it. It could happen. There's nothing impossible.
You're talking.
Stop talking. I'm telling you this.
Perhaps don't try
listen
to
to
get ahead
it.
of the argument.
Holy crap, dude.
Holy crap.
Okay. The reason that the whole story comes into question is because there was something in it that wasn't true. We know it's not true. It's impossible, right? Bigfoots don't speak English. That's impossible. So once we see, okay, there's a story that says someone believed this a long time ago. It's like, oh, that's interesting. What's the story? This guy walked on water. I'm out. I don't believe in it anymore.
Yeah, that's your opinion, right? Like,
Right, that's my opinion.
Right.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, though, that's what it comes down to, right? Like, you don't know how we got here, right? There's no physical proof for your sake, right? Like, you're thinking that there's no physical proof, right? And that's where faith comes in. You don't necessarily, I get it. Like, if you're going based on, you need physical proof, right? That's what you're
For
saying.
Jesus, yeah.
Or just for in general, right? Like, to believe
No,
in
for God, there's a whole different reason I don't believe in God. You were talking
So
about
let's hear it.
Jesus.
I'm just curious. Why?
Oh, just because he's contradictory, right? And contradictions are impossible.
Contradictions are impossible. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your opinion then? Like, how do you think we got here?
We already talked about evolution. Remember the chemical process?
But like, okay, so what put evolution into effect then? Like, what's like the creation of that?
These are natural processes, like things
Right,
like.
so explain how everything started is what I'm saying. Get to the very beginning. How did things?
I don't think there was a beginning. I think there was like always something.
Okay, and what was that something that was always there?
Energy,
Energy. Okay, and so you think energy was always there, and that
and time, energy and time, probably, or some form of
like
energy.
you don't
Yeah,
know.
space
That's what I
energy.
mean. Like you don't know. Just like you can shit on religion.
Yeah, but I know it wasn't
You
God.
don't actually know. You don't actually know. That's what cracks me up. Is like you
Perhaps.
you try to
Okay,
act all smart.
let's let you do your. I know you want
like-
to. I know you want to do a rant. I'm going to give you a minute to do your rant,
No,
and then
I'm
I'll
just
actually
saying-
give you the answers and go.
You don't have the answer. That's the whole thing I'm getting at. Is you don't have the answer. You're just grasping at straws, right? Because you disagree with faith, which is okay, and you're entitled to that. But you actually have no explanation either, right? You're just here to negate religion. That's pretty much what your whole.
I actually have an answer.
You don't have an answer because you don't know how we got here. And if you
Yes,
can,
I do.
Go ahead.
I'll pause
if you
the
can
timer
prove
so we
it-
can have Joel's answer.
If you can actually prove how we got here,
Yeah, I have.
you'd be
I
a
have-
billionaire.
I
You'd be a
kind of want.
billionaire.
I want to hear this actually.
I actually do. It's
Yeah, no, I just think it's hilarious because I
a
know
new-
you don't know how we
yeah,
got
crap.
here. So you look like an idiot, but okay, go ahead.
you're
You're being
afraid.
so rude, Craps.
He's
For someone
afraid.
whose name is Crap, you're being rude.
He's afraid that I'm gonna give him the evidence.
I want to
Well,
hear it.
Where's the evidence? Let's hear the evidence. I can't
Well,
wait.
this is. I'm gonna say it's a theory.
Exactly, it's a theory. It's a theory. Look
Why
at
are you
that, guys.
why are
Theory.
you
Wait a second.
cackling? Why are you
Wait a
cackling?
second. It's a theory.
Craps, what are you doing right now?
No, I just think it's funny because you guys are so against religion, right?
Craps,
You're calling it
no.
faith.
I'm no seriously. Like,
And then he goes, "Here's a theory."
what I'm saying is, what are you doing right now?
This is really
I'm
weird.
listening. I just
This
think
is
it's
weird. This
hilarious.
is strange behavior.
It's
It's not really
strange, right?
I think it's strange that you guys are on here complaining about religion when you literally have no idea how we got here.
I'm like I'm
Craps.
going to give you an alternative view, and you just can't.
You're giving an opinion, right?
Okay,
Just
two
like
things.
religion, right?
Two
Just
things,
like
real quick.
religion. Just
Before
like
we do
religion.
Joel's thing, Craps, listen up. If you keep interrupting, we're going to end up dropping you. But I want to talk to you. I want
I
to talk
just-
to you. So
I just
please,
think it's-
you're
I
still
just think it's-
interrupting. You're doing it right now.
Okay,
What
go
you're
ahead.
doing is rude. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we're going to have a normal conversation, and you're going to stop exploding. Okay, that's one. Two is, I want to hear Joel out. I totally do. I think that's great. But I guess it's three. Sorry. The third thing is, when we say God isn't real, that doesn't mean because I know where everything came from. That's not what it means. We're allowed to say, I don't know where everything came from, but I know it isn't something impossible. That's what we're saying. It's not
How do you know that, though? How do you know
Craps,
that?
I'm going to tell you. Okay, we're going to get to that. But first, Joel has an idea here that's a counter idea that's interesting.
Yeah. So what I want to say, crap, and I know that you're going to try to bite my head off, but I want to say that like I have just as much evidence for my claim as you do for God. Okay.
Right. So what makes
Just
your
as
claim
much
better?
evidence. There's just as much evidence in the world for
Equal.
my claim as yours. Okay.
Right.
So this is how all things came to be. At the beginning of time, there was a wet cardboard box. It's a magical cardboard box, kind of dilapidated, but it's pretty sopping wet. And everything sprung forth from that wet box. All things sprung forth like magically out of the wet box.
Like time, energy, space, matter.
The whole thing, yeah, the universe and everything
Humans,
just flew out of the box. So all of
Interesting.
life, everything came out of this wet cardboard box.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an explanation to the beginning of all things. It has literally just as much evidence as your explanation.
How is that true, though, when there's eyewitness accounts and there's actually historically documented?
There's eyewitness accounts to God making the universe?
Well, this wet box theory has no accounts, right? Just
Well, hold on.
guy
Let me ask you a
making-
question. Let me ask you a question on that.
Okay, let's hear it.
Where did you personally come from? How did you get here?
My mother gave birth.
Okay, so you sprung forth from your mom's wet box.
It's a wet
So
box.
things do spring forth from wet boxes. So we
That's
have evidence of that.
So there is actually more evidence because we've never seen the God make something out of nothing.
right.
But we have
Well, we've
seen
never
boxes.
seen like a
yeah.
disembodied